Greetings to all of you. Program BBM, subject Principles of Management, chapter number 4, topic Leadership Styles. Contents are introduction and laissez-faire leadership. We have been discussing about the different types of leadership styles. So in the previous episodes we have been discussed about the autocratic and democratic leadership. In this video, we will be discussing about the laissez-faire or free rein leadership style. Free rein leadership involves a complete delegation of authority so that subordinates will be taking the decisions themselves. So laissez-faire or free rein leadership style is the style in which there will be a complete delegation of authority to the subordinates. The subordinates will be taking the decisions themselves. The free rein leader avoids the power and relinquishes the leadership position. So he will be avoiding the power, whatever the leadership power has, and he will be relinquishing the position of the leader. He serves only a contact to bring the information and resources needed by the subordinates. So you will be acting as a contact, whatever the information and whatever the resources required by the subordinates. So you will be delegating complete authority to the subordinates. Subordinates will be taking the decisions. The advantages of laissez-faire or free rein leadership are as follows. First one, there will be a positive effect on job satisfaction and morale of subordinates, as the subordinates has given full authority to take the decision, so they will be feeling much job satisfaction and their morale is also much higher because of the more responsibility. Second disadvantage, uh, there is a maximum possible for development of the subordinates. So there is a much scope for the subordinates to develop their abilities because the leader will be giving complete authority to the subordinates. He will be delegating his complete authority to subordinates. So the subordinate has to take the decisions as the decisions taken by them will be implemented. So there will be a much scope for the development of the subordinates. Next advantage is there is a full utilization of the potentials of the subordinates, as the free rein leader is delegating full authority to the subordinates. The subordinates will be having uh, much scope for utilizing their capabilities. So these are the some of the advantages of free rein leadership. Next, moving to disadvantages. So this free rein leadership also suffers from some of the disadvantages. The first disadvantage is that subordinates do not get any guidance or support from the leader. So the leader will be delegating complete authority to the subordinates. So the subordinates will be having no guidance or no support from the leader. They have to take decisions themselves, That's why there is no guidance from the leader. The second disadvantage, it ignores the contribution of the leader. So leader has delegated complete authority to the subordinates, so there is no contribution from the leader. The third disadvantage, subordinates may move in different directions as there is no guidance from the leader. The subordinates, sometimes the subordinates will be having different opinions and they will be moving in different directions, and sometimes it may work at cross purpose. So different subordinates having different opinions, so different purposes, so it may lead to different work altogether. So this difference of opinions may lead to chaos among the members of the group. So these are some of the disadvantages of laissez-faire or free rein leadership. This free rein leadership may be appropriate when the subordinates are well trained, highly knowledge and self motivated, and if they ready to take the responsibility. So in these cases, this laissez-faire or free rein leadership will work uh, without any conflicts among the members of the group. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you very much.